Terry, and welcome to Ladybug Farms. My farm is out in Persimmon, and I've been out here for 7 years. So here at the farm I grow, like I said, about 40 different crops each season. It ranges between 8,000 to 10,000 pounds of food every year, and the majority of that food goes to between 25 and 30 families a week that are members of what is called a CSA, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture. A weekly share might be a pound of potatoes, a pound of tomatoes, a head of lettuce, a bunch of carrots, a bunch of beets, an herb. I like to put in fresh herbs because I think cooking with fresh herbs adds a lot of flavor. And I always have a flour. Raising a sweet potato that y'all are about to eat. First of all, I save my sweet potatoes, the nicest ones from the fall crop, and I overwinter them in the spring. I'll bring them out and I will lay them out in trays. I'll put them in my solar sunroom that I've got. And they start to grow once the soil temperature reaches a certain temperature. And they will put out what's called a sweet potato slip, which is a sweet potato plant. And then I'll take those sweet potato slips, after they develop some roots, separate them from the mother sweet potato, and put them in their own little packet of soil. And then once those root out, then I will come along and plant them, which is usually about May. And the way I plant the sweet potatoes is I'll down and make a hole about 3 to 4 inches deep, put in each sweet potato slip, and we take water from a watering bucket and fill that in the same time. You water them every day for the first really 3 to 5 days. And then they pretty much are on their own. And it just, if they get the conditions that they like, which is some good soil and plenty of sunshine and some warm days, they will produce in abundance. Basically what I'm doing now is just cutting back the greenery on sweet potato vines so that I can actually find where the sweet potato is. And just kind of loosen the soil around. And it's hard for them to not, it's easy to break them. So you kind of have to be a little gentle and just kind of tug them out. Here they come. And then there's sweet potato. Sweet potatoes is one of the favorite things that I grow, and it's extra exciting to know that some of them will be going to each of y'all here in the school. Farming for me, it's certainly something that I love. It feels important to connect people back to their food. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Hi, I'm Chef Ryan from Lake Raven Hotel and Restaurant, and I have the honor of being able to cook sweet potato fries for all of you wonderful students this week. Today we are going to make these into baked fries. So the first thing we want to do is wash the sweet potatoes because they're a root vegetable, and by root vegetable that means they grow in the ground, in the dirt. We want to make sure we get all the dirt off the skin. We want to still eat the skin. The skin is full of antioxidants, vitamins, and beta-carotene, and everything that is healthy for you. Then we will move over to the cutting board. We'll cut them into wedges, making sure really that it's the size we're focused on, not necessarily the shape. It's kind of the fun part about working with vegetables is each one is different, and we're really just trying to cut them into the same size so that they'll cook evenly. Once we get them all cooked up, I like to put them in a mixing bowl and use a little canola oil, kosher salt, a little brown sugar, and that's just to highlight the sweetness of the potato, not really to make them sweet, and a little bit of black pepper. And we like to mix that around and toss it evenly. Once that's done, we'll dump them on the tray and spread them around and sort them. And once we've got them all sorted, it's time to go to the oven. In the oven, we cook them at 375 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. We'll check them once, turn them, make sure one side of the oven's not cooking more than the other, and they'll go back in the oven for another 5 to 8 minutes. After they come out of the oven, we'll let them cool down just a bit and enjoy. So I can't wait to have the opportunity to share these wonderful ingredients that we're growing in Raven County with you in your cafeteria.